Hi, it's Brian again, Elektor TV at Embedded World 2026. We're wrapping up, but look who I just bumped into, our old friend Alix Paultre.
Nice to see you, Brian. It's always good to bump into friends at a show like this.
Yeah, you too. You were great at Elektor. You gave us many insights on our show on stage, live on stage.
Thank you.
And I'd like to know, what did you take out of this Embedded World 2026?
This is an evolutionary show. I'm not going to damn it with faint praise and say it's just that it's not a revolutionary show in that all of the technologies that we're seeing have been promised. What's evolutionary about this show is we're finally seeing these products and solutions inside of devices and inside of finished products. So the AI agents are now in the software. The edge power is in the device. The better microcontrollers are in the IoT products. So you've got more functional, lower power, smarter devices now than we had previously, and it's, like I said, an evolutionary show. We're seeing these things appear, and we can now purchase these products and use them in our solutions.
Yeah, and it's moved from multi-million-dollar solutions to, from $100 to $2,000 that a small business or a hobbyist could afford. So what have you seen in terms of AI moving out of the cloud onto the edge and onto devices that tinkerers can use?
Well, that's the thing, is a lot of these, the prices have come down significantly on a lot of this core technology. So you can go to a company like Synaptics, or you can go to a company like Intel, NXP. They now have real product, not at ridiculous prices, that you can incorporate into your device today. And then also I've seen a lot of interesting flat battery technologies and ultracapacitor technologies, because there's also the enabling technologies we have to think about, right? The battery technologies and the like. Or like there was a company, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, some of the people that I saw, for example, Digit. I just came from their booth, and they're making thin film force and temperature sensors, because you also need the sensing when you're talking about the robotics and the IoT and all of that other. So what I'm seeing is all of these really cool core technologies now being available in product, and that's the evolutionary aspect.
Some great insights, as usual, from you, Alix. I won't keep you any longer because this is an ad hoc, just bumped into you interview. But one takeaway from Embedded World 2026.
The buzzwords are going away, it's becoming reality.
Great. Remind us of where we can read your material.
You can check electronicdesign.com, microwavesandrf.com, and I'm also now the editor-in-chief of the IEEE's Power Electronics Magazine, so you can always go to the Pell's Power Magazine online.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Alix.
Oh, please, the pleasure is mine.